All right, looks like we're doing it. Looks like we're doing it. Okay. Good morning, guys. I'm Erin Giguere. I'm filling in for Lindsay. Am I muted? No. Where is it? It's saying I'm talking. Okay, cool. I'm filling in for Lindsay because she had some things that she had to get done. So I've actually thrown together a training for you guys that I did years and years. It's actually crazy thing. So I don't know if you guys remember any of the calls, but I said that I was going through all my office stuff and I found all of my trainings, all of my notebooks, every single thing that I have. So this is the very first training that I ever did, ever in my career in this industry. And it was on coachability. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this today because I think it's super duper important to know what coachability is and really to like wrap your mind around it. So being coachable is one of life's most important skills and attitudes, whether or not you're an athlete. If you're in any kind of person who wishes to grow, learn, improve, excel, or peak perform, you should care about whether you're coachable or not. In other words, being coachable relates to having a happy and productive life. What is coachable? Coachable means, well, there's four levels of coachability that I've found. And so I'm going to kind of go into that and let you guys know the different steps and what they mean. So being the first one is not coachable, okay? And I'm trying to find it in my notes here. So being not coachable, most people live in this area. They listen only to themselves. They have their little voice, and that is what they listen to. Let's see where it says. Most people live in not coachable world. Most of us, most of the time, only listen to the one little voice, our own, and we don't listen to anybody else, and we don't have success moving forward because we know everything. And when you know everything, when your cup is full, there's no where to put anything else. So you have to be an open, empty cup for you to be able to put in good information. So not coachable is level one. Level two is selectively coachable. And let's see, I'm following two books of notes here, but where's page 2? There we go. Okay, so selectively coachable means you'll do what your coach asks as long as you agree with it. And where did that go? The rest of the time you're listening to your own little voice, and this is where a small percentage of the people stay. They'll listen to somebody. If they agree with it, if they don't agree with it, they throw it out the door. Okay. Step 3 is reluctantly coachable. And that means you'll do everything the coach asks, but you still have your own little voice in there. So basically, you trust what they're going to say and you trust that they know more than you, but you give it like a time frame. So like it's, I'll listen to my coach and I'll give it 6 weeks and I'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, I'll fire them. And so reluctantly coachable, there's more percentage of people that hang out here, but it's fairly rare. And the fourth level is where you see the big shift, and that is completely coachable. And completely coachable means you trust your coach, has your best interest at heart. This is your breakthrough level. This is where everything changes, where you go, okay, I'm getting rid of every notion that I have any idea what's going on, and you throw away all your preconceived notions and you listen wholeheartedly with what your coach is telling you. Now, this is where people find huge success. And frankly, most people will never get here. We all have, Renee talks about our inner critic. We all have that little voice in the back of our mind that, the way that Renee says it is, it's protecting us from harm. It's protecting us from getting out of our comfort zone. But sometimes it's just keeping us from success. I think every time it's just keeping us from huge success because you're not open to learning anything more. And, it's very rare to find somebody who's completely coachable. And then what usually happens is somebody becomes completely coachable. They find huge success. And then they go, oh, I don't need to learn anything else. And then they go back to level 1, 2, or 3, not coachable, selectively coachable, or reluctantly coachable. And perfect example that I found back then, and I don't know if anybody remembers her, was Christy Yamaguchi. She was a champion. And when she got to the Olympic Games, she fired her coach. So the coach that got her to the Olympics, when she got there, she fired him, and then she lost. So, a lot of times we get too big for our britches. We find success and we think we know everything, and we think we have a handle on how to make everything work. And then we boot what has gotten us there. So just a little bit of an example of what you guys have in your coaches. I'm just going to go through the list of your corporate team. So Calvin has 20 years experience in this industry. And as an affiliate, he made over $100,000 a month. That is a huge number that most people can't even wrap their mind around. But it's doable. Calvin did it. We know somebody who's done it. So he's got 20 years experience in this industry. Dan, our CEO, he has 13 years experience in this industry. And as an affiliate, he made $30,000 a month. Again, a huge number that people have a hard time wrapping their mind around, but it's doable. We know him. And Renee and Bruce have 11 years experience in the industry, and they made over $10,000 a month. And again, huge number. When I first started out, that's the number that I set. Like, if I made $10,000 a month, that would be like doing it, And so, and Lindsay too. Lindsay has 6 years experience and has made over $10,000 a month. I myself, I have 8 years experience in this. I've made over $50,000 a month. And between the group of us, I know personally I've helped over 10 people make over $10,000 a month. And I've helped hundreds of people make anywhere from a couple $100s a month up to $10,000 a month. I had multiple people making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month in this industry. So clearly we have a way that works. We have a system in place that works. We have tools, we have everything that you need, and we have the experience. So, being coachable, you guys, one of the most coachable people I know is Alexis. She will, you tell her post at 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock on Facebook and say this, this, and this, and she will do exactly that. And the results, you guys can see the results. She's signing people up. She's putting people in. She's doing, she's doing the work, and she's being coachable, and she's listening and doing what we were telling her to do. That's all it takes. It's super simple, but it's not easy. And I've said this about this industry 100 times. It's super simple to follow the steps, but we get in our own way. Our minds get in our own way. Oh, I'm not going to do that. Oh, I'm embarrassed what people will think. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's, you just don't want to be embarrassed to do the wrong thing. You have to put all of that aside and reach out to your leaders. That's what we're here for. We want to see you succeed. And we know exactly what it takes because we have the track record from the past, obviously. And we know how to help you. So think about yourself in those coachable steps. Not coachable, you listen only to yourself. You know everything already. You're not willing and open to listen to anybody else. Selectively coachable, you'll do what your coaches ask as long as you agree with it. Oh, I'll throw a party, but I'll only do it once a month. if we're telling you throw a party every single day, if you're 100% coachable, you're throwing a party every single day. Reluctantly coachable. You'll do everything the coach asks, but you still have your own little voice fighting you in the back, and you give it a time limit of, oh, I'm going to see how long this will work. 6 weeks they get, and if I'm not hugely successful in 6 weeks, I'm booting them. Or where the big shift is I'm very handsy. Every time I'm watching this, I'm like, oh, it's like jazz hands. It's so weird to me to see myself do these trainings. Sorry, guys. I digress. The big shift is completely coachable. You trust your coach, has your best interest at heart, and you do whatever they tell you. If you can break through to that completely coachable, you'll have huge success. And we have our team call tonight. I'm going to go over, I don't have enough time to do it today, but this training that I did is really awesome. And in the training, I have steps to becoming coachable. So I'm going to do that on our team call tonight. And, maybe we'll have Lindsay, redo it on the Zoom tomorrow. So we have it on video as well. But the coachability thing, guys, that's the key. You have to put aside everything you know. This is a totally different bird. I've had salespeople come in. I've had doctors come in. I've had lawyers come in. I've had all different kinds of people who are like, I can do this. I can move this product, blah, 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 blah. And they're not coachable and they don't have success. A lot of times we want to go after those chiropractors. We want to go after, whoever it is. And if they're not coachable for this industry, they're not going to have success. The people who have success are open to doing whatever it takes. One of the things that I think we really, really, really need to work on is getting people plugged in. You got to get plugged into the noon calls, the 9:30 Zoom trainings, the team calls at night. You have to get people plugged into these. One of the things that I heard through my newbies is that they were getting on the noon calls and it was completely changing their lives and their outlooks. One of my friends got on the noon calls and decided, she was kind of just dabbling, and she came in on a big package and she was like, I'm going to do this. And then she sent me a message and she's like, I don't think I want to do this. And then she listened to the noon calls. I said, let's start here. I said, just start listening to the calls. That's your one job. Don't worry about anything else. Just listen to the calls. And that's where she started. And there was a call. I think she said it was a Renee and Bruce call. She had listened Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. She had gotten to their call. And when she listened to their call, it completely changed her mindset about whether or not she could do it, whether or not she would have success at it. So you got to get these people plugged into this stuff. And, I know we have a lot of things that go on and you can't get on everything. And, thank goodness these are recorded and put in the group so you can get on those. But those noon calls, they're super, super important because they keep your head in the game. They change your outlook. They change your mindset. And so ever since that call that she listened to, she changed the way she thought, and now she's posting on Facebook. She threw her first party. She signed up her first person. She's going through the steps. So if you guys are seeing that you're stagnant, start there. Start getting your people plugged in. You start getting plugged in, because remember I told you they'll only do what you do. So get plugged in so that you can get turned on. And, think about your coachability. Are you somebody who's not coachable? Are you ready to become somebody who is just all in, mold me, use your, anywhere from 6 to 20 years experience, leading people and helping people succeed, guide me, show me. Are you open to that? Because it's huge. It will be the game changer in your business. So with that, I'm right at the time. Yay! I didn't go over today. I'm here if you guys want to talk. I gave my number out a minute ago, and or I'm sorry, a minute ago, on the call on that Zoom yesterday. So if you weren't on that and you don't have it, reach out to me on Facebook. I can give you my number there. We can talk more about this. And with that, I am Erin Giguere, and I am living to be a leader of many, 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 many Crown Black Diamonds. Have a great day, guys.